Okay, starting to get videos from Sudan now of young men dancing in and it looks really familiar. The way that people smile in Sudan is, every part of Africa is different, but it's a little bit different there. And my mother was left behind by an IU archaeological expedition that had gone too far up the Nile. They were supposed to be digging under Lake Nasser before it advanced, and they went all the way up to the Nile. And by like some major U.S. holiday, they were in Khartoum, and they were looking for a place to party in Khartoum. My mother was able to summon the ability. Her mother had recently died, my grandmother, and was guiding her in being able to talk to people and negotiate with people. And she had agreed to something, having no concept of reading or money. She agreed to rent or buy a facility with the guarantor being my guru. And this is when my mother became my guru's property. This was like 1950 something. And she stayed with him in Sudan because the IU students decided they weren't going to pay that, of course. They didn't have that kind of money. And so she stayed with him in Sudan for several years until she returned to the U.S. somehow or another. During that time, she lived the lifestyle of a consort, and she was called Princess Harry, or Amira Harry, or whatever they say. And she didn't know enough about the language to understand they were calling her a girl because she lived as a man here. And when she got back to the U.S., George Bush decided that my guru should not be Harry's manager, and decided to become her manager. Neither my guru nor my mother were ever paid to work for the CIA. However, my mother's hands are very white. And she was also a soldier of fortune and a mujahideen in Afghanistan. So, yeah, I've been around the region, and I guess I'm getting videos from Sudan because 500 years ago, or a little bit more than that, a woman was sent from Nubia to the Andalusian court right before the end there. She had a son. That son is the ancestor of most Americans, and his son is the ancestor of almost every royal Japanese.